Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Farrell. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we will be taking a look at my new arena defense team. So here it is right here. I understand this is not very free-to-play friendly, and free-to-play isn't my tag, but obviously since I got my I did my summoning session or whatever, I got these two, which I was extremely excited about, and I've been using some other stuff too. I have ideas on what to build beyond just just these here, but for now I'd like to just get Antares into the team in place of Vertiheel. I feel like that would be pretty strong. I could try running Nana as well, like a double reviver team with AoE decreased defense, something like Antares. It's just crazy annoying. Nigong does have heals with a heal on his skill 2. He's got the revive. Your team takes less damage when his skill 3 is on cooldown, but we'll get into some of that later as well. Anyway, this is my record so far for the week. This is the highest I guess I've ever gotten. I feel like I got to 1300 a while back. Like when you just start the game, you can get super high up the first week or two. You can, your ranking can be super high because your level's lower. I don't know how their calculator works for that on Summoner's War, but yeah, 13 out of 31 defenses is a pretty solid win rate. I mean, 42% is great. And then the win rate, I've only been using this team for offense. Obviously, I can't show defensive wins or whatever. We don't have replays of that, not that I'm aware of at least. So yeah, we'll go through here, and I'll just show you guys this team like on auto, and then I can show you guys the team, I guess, with me manualing. I guess it depends on how hard the team looks. I've noticed with this team, I have no issues with Riley at all, which is awesome. Riley has been a super irritating monster to me for the longest time. With all the free-to-play units I have, it just seemed like she was honestly the most difficult unit to deal with in Arena, which is kind of insane. She's, free, but, yeah. Probably go for that one. Okay, The other issue I do have with this team, actually, is that they are extremely slow. Their resistance is his resistance is 96%. I think the Light Pioneer is 96% resistance. He's been stunned twice, is that what I saw? Or once or twice. So, that's cool. Leo being dead again. Unfortunate deal there. Nigong can actually do some decent damage with his skill 2. It's 10,000 I have, because of the amount of runes I have on him or whatever, the amount of health or whatever, but yeah, he doesn't, it's not like he has any crit rate on him or anything. So, I don't know. Technically, Leona can still solo. She's kind of disgusting that way. But with these two double stunning constantly, I don't know if that's going to happen, realistically. And she's got plus 30 speed on her. So I have a hard time seeing that happening, yeah. Alright, so that was a fail. I can just do my normal team here and show how that would go. I just use, obviously this is just a really simple team. No, that was wrong. This is not the team that I use. I use Bastet, not the Fran, so I don't know why that's in there. It should work either way though. But yeah, when Leo dies, there definitely are some issues with winning. Definitely are some issues with winning there. So this should be easy though. Easy enough. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to build these twins actually as well. Probably just for TOA hard, I'd like to make these for to see if it'll work. Obviously, the dot team works fine for that too, but really for Labyrinth, these two are great. The fire twins, I can run them with Leo, Nana for a AoE decreased defense. I guess the fire Chakram Dancer has it too, and then the revive there. The Leo stopping the speed cap that you have in that one Labyrinth stage really helps a lot too. But I think Leo's pretty good for all of the stages, because when you do Helm mode and stuff, it seems like they have about 220 speed for my calculations. Maybe it's just 200 total speed on those units. I don't know, but anyway, we'll get back into the We'll get back into the other team here. This is just too easy to cleave. Yeah, another thing I want to build is just a second Lucian. Then I can do Bernard, Bastet, and then double Lucian, and I should be able to win, I mean, 95% of my arena offenses. Like, it's really strong. I mean, it's 60% attack bar increase, so as long as the second Lucian is up to 150 speed, 160 speed, there won't be any issues there. I guess we can do this. So having the Bernard Bastet double Lucian team will be huge. I obviously have a Tiana as well. Tiana Galleon is a great, great turn 2 cleave team as well for arena offense, but this team has been doing pretty well for arena defense. It's just kind of weird to attack. It's definitely not optimized, this team. I wanted to take all the time I needed to get the team, where it needed to be in terms of composition, getting maybe a little higher rune quality on them. I've been trying to test too and seeing how Leo does, like if he's dying a lot of the time. He seems to die a decent amount. He's on Vampire. So maybe I don't know if I need to do maybe just a really tanky Violent set on him could work. This team, I should show this team actually. I don't know if this is the same person. This team got, my team got absolutely obliterated by this team. I think it's the same person. The Kinky was way too strong. Nigong and Verd are both on Violent, I should say that. If we can take care of this, it's fine. Okay, good. Alright, as long as that's taken care of, the rest of the team should be really not too much of a problem. I don't know why they're going for the Verd, seemingly more than, the Leah, which all of them seem to have, or would seem to have somewhat of an elemental advantage over, other than Savannah. One thing about Leona, too, she has a 100% chance to stun on her skill 1, which is disgusting. She's just not optimal for a Leo team, like flat out. She should just simply be in a different team. A team that's, plus 220 speed, like 200 speed total is kind of a good place for her. You want resistance, accuracy, defense, HP, speed, crit rate, crit damage. So pretty much, you need pretty much everything on her other than attack. But my rune quality isn't high enough. I put pretty good quality runes on her. Did the artifacts or whatever for the extra stat game. Even where I'm at in the game, the artifacts are really just for the stats. The substats are pretty inconsequential for where I'm at currently. Alright. This should be just not too difficult of a team either. I've noticed these are not hard to deal with either. When I try to cleave, sometimes with just a single Lucian, one Lucian just isn't enough to go against the Wind Paladin here. Same thing with Ariel, but with this slower team that's just kind of tankier, I really haven't been having those issues. I'm wondering, I assume Arnold is going to go for the Leo. It's kind of fun going against Arnold's because the skill 3, in theory, should be able to do a ton of, or just do skill 1. The skill 3 in theory should be able to do a ton of damage, but it doesn't often do a lot of damage. Okay, so, and then if you guys have been noticing, Leona does about 10,000 damage per attack. Not super high. Her runes, again, like she demands a lot of your box. Like she wants literally the best possible runes you have on your account, which isn't bad. I mean, she's worth it. She's can 1v4, 1v3 solo stuff. Not that you should be trying to put yourself in that position, but she can. Resisted, yeah. I'd love to see if the resistance and accuracy checks are. I wonder if it's even actually calculated. I wonder if it's just it's kind of like a spinning wheel. If you have more than 1% accuracy, and the enemy has more than 1% resistance, it's just like 50% chance either way. That's what it seems like to me, because my Nigong is getting like debuffed constantly, and his resistance is unreal. Like there was nothing in this team that should have had resist or accuracy that was high enough to go through 96% resistance. Like, it just doesn't make any sense that he's constantly getting these debuffs. So that's pretty annoying. I mean, it's something that everyone deals with, but yeah. So overall, the issues with the team, it's not optimized. I would prefer to get other units in here, especially Antares. Like, I would really, really like to get Antares into this team, probably in place of Verd once again. I've noticed that Verd's attack bar increase. So if you make it through the first 2 rounds of units of monsters going, and every member of my team is still alive, there's like no chance the enemy is going to win. It's a win at that point if I make it 2 rounds. The issues I'm having with that are just stuns. Like, I'm getting stunned a lot from whatever nonsense, this and that. But yeah, so I'll show the runes here. And I did just make it to 1300, allegedly. I swear I've been there before. Yeah. I should do this before. Yeah, I should definitely just get this done off camera. So what we got? 4 days left. 3 days left. Yeah, I should maybe do 40 stages. That's a lot to do for hard with no time. Yeah, runes, right. Runes. Let's start with Nigong. He is at this, so he's at just under 50,000. Just under 50,000 HP. The defense is almost 1300. Obviously, there's no speed. And again, 96% resistance, and he's constantly getting those debuffs. Like, if it's not even going to be valued anyway, just take accuracy and resistance out of the game. Like, we've been playing this game for 8 years. It's been the same issue over and over again. If accuracy and resistance doesn't actually mean anything, just take it out. Like, just make it a certain percent chance for every unit in the game to do their debuff, and just let it be, because it's like, what is will worth when you have so many AoE strippers in the meta now too? So that's his runes here. Fully skilled up on the first, 3rd, 2nd, and then this one. I'm considering leveling it up to get the little bit of extra damage. I don't know if that's really worth it, but we'll see. Leona is fully skilled up. I did use Devilmon. Did not take the time to make 10 paladins. I just couldn't be bothered to do that. And again, her skill 1, 100% chance to stun the enemy. So the fact that she's stunning things less than 85% of the time, and Nigong is getting debuffed almost every turn, is kind of bizarre, because her accuracy is low, but his resistance is really high. Like, again, in that last team, Arnold, so the Fire Death Knight, the Water Archangel, the Fire Valkyria, and then the Wind Paladin, who in that team has more than 30% accuracy. You know what I mean? Like, I have an extremely hard time believing that their accuracy was higher than my Leona's at just 30%. So, yeah, that stuff's been pissing me off. But these are the total stats for her. Actually, not bad. The resistance is way too low. If I could keep this stuff exactly the same, and just put res on, like, I don't know if it needs to come from here, if I should just go for it, just put res on her. I mean, it doesn't seem to do anything for Homeboy over here anyway. But, yeah, I definitely need higher resistance, assuming, again, that it does work. So she's on a Rage Revenge. Obviously, because the skill 1 can stun with a 100% chance, any revenge proc you get is huge. She might be better on just full revenge as well. Maybe I should take off the rage and then go for just, again, full on revenge and try to get as many stuns as possible. There was something I wanted to show. This. Oh, right. So the attack is extremely low, again. 160 of it coming from that skill, or that slot 1 rune. So the passive for her, the defense and the attack power are evened out at the beginning of battle, so you just need to move heavily into 1, and she does have 801 defense, whereas she has about 200 less attack, so makes sense to just go for defense on her. And you're going to have more of those readily available. So then Leo here, these are his total stats. Obviously the speed is fantastic to have at 0. Great HP, great attack, great defense. This makes me wonder why I feel like he's dying so frequently. The crit rate is great, the crit damage is great, the resistance is great. The accuracy could be higher. I'm genuinely am confused why I feel like my Leo is just dying so fast. These are his runes here. Obviously not grinded, but, well, there's some stuff grinded. But even without the grinds, I feel like he really is... I feel like his stats are fantastic, even without the grinds. This is where I put that, like, insane quad crit roll legend rune. By the way, this will get taken off for defense percentage. If we can do that now. Do have HP percentage, but probably not defense percentage. Alright. I guess attack would be fine too for now, but it's whatever. Anyway, even without the grinds, I feel like his stats are really, really good. I mean, it's 1500. If I can do math correctly, it's 1500 defense. It's 22,000 HP. 1600 attack total. Like, the crit rate is high. So I feel like he's dying too fast though. Once again, fully skilled up. I don't know if anyone has Leo, like an endgame Leo, please give me some tips on that. Again, I do have mine Vampire Destroy. If there's something more optimal than Destroy, like Nemesis would be better, or just going for Violent, whatever you guys think. I'd love to hear from like an endgame player to help me out, because something just seems off about what's going on with him. And then the last one in the team was Verd. Extremely simple build, fully skilled up, Violent, HP, crit damage, attack percentage with attack and defense on those slots. And then these are the rest of the runes here. Like, nothing insane. I would love higher resistance here. The other thing about Leo too is I'm pretty sure that the attack speed actually does matter for turn order after the Leo goes. From what I've noticed, it seems like that's the case, unless it's just completely randomly generated. So there's something like there too. If someone knows for sure about Leo, do you still need high attack speed on the other units in your team? Obviously Antares, you can just run like plus 10 speed and he'll be fine. Because of his passive, you want his passive to proc. That's why I'd love to get him with Leo specifically. But yeah, definitely having some issues with the Leo there. But yeah. Anyway, that is all for this video. I can kind of scroll through the towers here quick too. Nothing insane here. Still need to work on those elemental attack towers there. So yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see everybody next time.